This is one of the rarest Nerf blasters ever released. So rare, in fact, that this might be the first time a video of it has ever appeared on the internet. It's the Power Nerf Slingfire DX400, not to be confused with the 2014 Nerf Zombie Strike Slingfire. And the only problem with it being so rare is that it's, actually really good. Welcome, I'm Walcom, and it's time for Tag Back, the show where we take a look at a blaster from the past and see what it can offer us today, the present, and this time! I'm actually kind of sad that this blaster can't be enjoyed by more people. Not much is known of if the Slingfire DX400 ever had a proper release or not, with its copyright text dating the year 2000 by Laramie Toys, item number 11148. And as of this video, there are absolutely zero pictures of the blaster's packaging, and most of the photos online are older than the majority of people watching this video. It's the sister blaster to the Burstfire DX500, and these are the only blasters to ever have the DX added to their names. At first glance, it appears to be a slingshot, but trust me, the way this thing works will completely baffle you. So how do I even have this thing? Well, randomly when my friend Zach and I were driving 90 minutes to a Target to pick up the newest Dart Zone blasters, as I was putting everything into the trunk of my Volt, an unfamiliar voice called out to say, "Hey, you're famous." I thought this was the gentleman that told me that these new blasters were at this Target, but no, it was just a fan that recognized me and immediately wanted to show me his rare blaster and to follow him home. Yeah, Zach and I were both pretty apprehensive, as this is how either a low-budget horror movie starts or a high-budget adult film, but we took our chances and my new friend Robert wasn't joking. He had one of the rarest Nerf blasters ever, and he picked it up from the local Goodwill many years ago. Something compelled this man to give it to me, and now I'm its current keeper until my age is over. The Slingfire DX400 has 4 front-loading barrels that work perfectly fine with standard NERF Elite darts, but is actually a spring-powered air plunger blaster, so you probably figure you pull the string all the way back to compress the spring and then release it, haphazardly fire a dart out of one of the barrels, but it actually has a proper catch system. Pull the ring connected to the string backwards and the blaster rotates its cylinder clockwise until you hear it click, and as the catch engages, at this point, you either slowly release the tension on the string or just release it, and yeah, it releases the plunger tube spring and fires a dart out, which means you can actually control when this thing actually fires. And the worst part about that is, this blaster's also really good. It's pretty powerful for a Nerf blaster that's old enough to rent a car. It's super comfortable with its massive grip, and it's just insanely fun to use. These kinds of mechanisms are rare enough, and this blaster is the rarest of them all. This is the sort of history that toy collectors spend their lives searching for, and now you know if you see one in the wild, it's a truly priceless object that, unlike a lot of other rare and unique pieces of Nerf armament, it is actually really unique and fun to use. The real question is, should I try to get a tag with it, or should I just put it back on the wall where it belongs?